Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. This evening, I will be reading two short stories. The first one is titled Pharaoh's Strange Dream. The second one is entitled The Brothers Came to Egypt. Pharaoh's Strange Dream. One night, Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, had a strange dream. He was standing by the Nile River when out of the water came 7 fat, healthy-looking cows. They were followed by 7 more cows, but these ones were ugly and thin. They ate up the fat cows and looked just as sickly as before. Pharaoh had another dream. In this dream, 7 thin heads of grain swallowed up by 7 healthy, full heads. In the morning, Pharaoh sent for all the wise men of Egypt, but no one could tell him what his strange dreams might mean. Finally, the wine steward remembered Joseph, and the slave was brought before Pharaoh. God helped Joseph explain the dreams. He told Pharaoh, the 2 dreams mean the same thing. The 7 fat cows and the 7 full heads of grain are 7 years of healthy crops and fine harvests. But they will be followed by 7 years of famine. You will need to plan very carefully to prepare. Then Pharaoh replied, clearly you are the man for the job. I'm putting you in charge. You will be second only to me in all of Egypt. So Joseph traveled throughout the land, riding in a fine chariot to make sure food was put aside for the hard times ahead. Just as he foretold, for 7 years of crops grew better than ever before, and so much grain was put away in storehouses that he gave up counting it. After 7 years, the famine began. When people began to run out of food, Joseph opened the storehouses and sold the corn. No one in Egypt went hungry. The brothers come to Egypt. The famine was bad in Canaan too, and Jacob and his sons didn't have enough to eat. Jacob sent Joseph's brothers to Egypt to buy grain. Only the youngest brother, Benjamin, stayed behind. The brothers were brought before Joseph. With his golden chain and fine clothes, they did not recognize him, and they bowed down before him. Joseph could not help but remember his dreams from so long ago. Joseph wanted to see if his brothers had changed, so he decided to test them. He agreed to let them go back home with corn if they returned with their youngest brother. Jacob did not want to let Benjamin go, but in the end he had to agree, and so all 11 brothers returned to Egypt. The test wasn't over. Joseph had his servants feed the brothers, and then he sent them home with more corn, but not before hiding a silver cup in Benjamin's sack. The brothers were traveling home when guards came and dragged them back to the palace. Thieves, shouted Joseph. You have repaid my kindness by stealing. There must be some mistake, cried the horrified brothers. But when the guards checked, there was a silver cup in Benjamin's sack. The brothers fell to their knees. My lord, they cried, take any one of us, but do not take Benjamin, for our father's heart would break. You can reference those 2 stories. Pharaoh's strange dream is in Genesis chapter 41. The brothers come to Egypt is Genesis 42, verse 44. Thank you, and God bless.